Today in the office, we have Lenovo's updated Slim 3 Chromebook. This is the 8 gig model. There is a 4 gig model as well. We'll talk about that kind of as we unbox it. But this is an update to a Chromebook that has been popular for years. I think the original came out in 2022 or somewhere in that realm. So we're talking 3-4 years since we've had one of these, and it was always popular because it had a great screen for the price. And it looks like, from the specs at least, that Lenovo has kind of carried that lineage over, and that's what we're getting in this version as well. So super excited. It has the Companion 540, which we have not tested yet. So lots of fun things going on in this Chromebook for a really reasonable price. So it's enough talking about the intro here. Let's get in the box. Now, this is a budget-friendly Chromebook, but whether you're shopping for a budget-friendly Chromebook or something more expensive, you need to figure out your budget and whether this thing fits into it. And if you're anything like me, managing that kind of stuff, day-to-day finances, can really start to feel like a full-time job. And that's where Monarch comes in. It's a private, ad-free, personal finance platform that brings all of your accounts into one clean dashboard. It automatically tracks your spending and net worth. It helps you stay financially aligned by helping you clearly see all of your accounts, your budgets, and recurring bills all in one beautiful view. It syncs with over 13,000 institutions for a fast, secure setup with all your major banks and credit cards and brokerages, basically giving you instant financial clarity. But what I really love is the control without the micromanagement. Monarch offers flexible budgeting that cleanly separates your fixed versus your flexible spending, using customizable rules and categories to keep everything organized without rigidity. It even delivers AI-powered insights that use your real financial data to surface helpful explanations about your money habits. Most importantly, Monarch is completely private and ad-free. You're the customer, not the product. No ads, no selling your data. Plus, it's completely cross-platform, meaning you get a beautiful, intuitive experience on both web and mobile. If all of that sounds good to you and you're ready to ditch the multi-app financial juggling, you can try it out right now. Just head over to the link in the description and use our code CHROME50 at sign up to get 50% off your first year and get a head start on your financial clarity. All right, so let's get in the box here. As I said in the beginning of the video, this is the 8 gig version, so 128. That's 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of UFS storage. The downgrade you get in the other model that saves you $80. So this one's $499.99 MSRP. To go to the $419.99, you're cutting down to 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of eMMC storage. But from what we can tell from the specs and stuff, that's really the only differences we're seeing across for both of these devices. So, I thought this had, it does. It's kind of nice. And it actually has like a pull tab, like a phone or something. That's kind of a nice touch. Let's see if it actually worked though. Oh no. I'm still gonna have to rip it a little bit. It was a good try. It's my first time. Well, they tried to make it look good. It didn't work out. I would just stick with the knife or scissors. All right, let's get in here. Got some paperwork down in here. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. And your classic Lenovo charger. Did it get? I love that Lenovo does this. I don't know why, but like the little yellow on the inside of their charging cables. It's a nice touch. I like it. You know what you came for. And man, this feels very reminiscent of the 2-in-1 that we just unboxed not too long ago. A little thicker, so for a device called Slim, not really that slim. It's going to be hard to catch a lot of this on camera because it's same dark navy. It's got a USB over here on the side, USB type A and C, Kensington, headphone microphone, and then on this other side here, let me get this thing out of the way. Paperwork in there too. And then you've got an HDMI, another USB type A, power, and another USB type C over here. So nice port selection here. You've got the kind of wavy back. Now this thing is all plastic at this kind of price point, obviously. But I like that Lenovo's kind of sticking with this. Like this is what their Chromebooks look like for this generation. But nice boxy sides. Everything's squared off. They're not trying to like scoop anything and try to make it look any thinner than it really is. And it's just under 3 pounds. So this is plenty portable. And feels pretty nice in the hand. All right, so let's open the lid up here. And again, a 16 by 10 screen this time around. The old Slim 3 was a 16 by 9 screen. 400 nits is what it is rated on the spec sheet. Pretty decent keyboard. Again, I'm thinking of this through the lens of like a mid-range kind of device. It's on sale right now for $379. I don't know if that will be the case whenever you're watching this, but that means it came out like immediately went on sale. So this is going to be a device that's going to get sold or going to get put on sale quite a bit. Definitely a Mylar trackpad, nice and smooth, not flopping around. Again, I feel like that's kind of a problem that's gone by the wayside with Chromebooks. Maybe we complained about it enough over the years that they stopped allowing those to pass. But yeah, the trackpad feels nice. We do have upward firing speakers as well. But the star of the show, obviously, here is the 16 by 10, 400 nit touchscreen. So you're getting, a really great screen. And I still advocate that it's one of the most important things to nail in a Chromebook. Like if the thing that you're looking at constantly all day is really good, the keyboard is serviceable, and the trackpad can get you by, and as long as the performance isn't abysmal, like you've got the recipe for a pretty good Chromebook. So I need to, obviously this one's new out of the box, so I'm gonna have to plug it in and get all signed in. That'll give me a chance to check some stuff out on it. Really interested to see how the Companion 540 fares as far as performance. We won't really be able to test that out necessarily completely today. I'd like to hear what the Waves Max audio sound like. Been a little let down by some of those Lenovo devices here lately. But yeah, let me get it all signed in and we'll cut back. Okay, now that I'm all logged in and set up here, can confidently tell you the screen is really, really good. So it's anti-glare for one, but the 400 nits, fantastic. We have it way cranked down for the camera here. You even get the rounded corners, which we kind of have only seen in like more premium or tablet type devices. So that's a nice little touch, but the anti-glare helps quite a bit to really like make the most of all of that brightness that you get in here. And it's touchscreen, which is really nice. So A+ on the screen here. Viewing angles look awesome. This is just a really impressive screen for a device that's on sale right now for under $400. You get a 720p webcam up top that, 720p is going to get you everything you need for, video calls and that kind of stuff. It looks fine. I can tell you, like, as soon as I point it over to the camera, it's dark over there, so you're going to kind of miss some of it. But the colors, like the contrast and stuff on it, look really, really good. There's just no way for me to show it to you here. But it's doing a great job it's dark over there. So it's doing a great job of kind of contrast adjustments happening really, really fast. But the color, like my skin tone and all that kind of stuff, looks really, really nice on here. So while I'd like to see at least a 1080p camera, it's a decent sensor there for sure. The upward firing speakers are kind of like I expected them to be. Not very good. Probably pushing into the bad category here. I'll let you kind of take a quick listen. All the power and battery life of full blast. Lenovo, but in a convertible form factor. This one's for you. It's very quiet. But before we get into all that, there's no bass to speak of. Spoken word sounds very tinny. They're not good. They're not good at all. I'm not asking for like incredible speakers on all of these things, but I know there are affordable speakers out there for laptops that sound way better than this. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but can't win them all. Fantastic screen, not great speakers. But then if we move down to the keyboard, I didn't even realize it. Can you see it's not bleeding much. Can you see the backlighting though? It's got a backlit keyboard. Didn't even know that was the case. That's a nice addition. And after setting it up, quiet keys, but nice and clicky, so good and tactile. And the entire deck here, even though it's all plastic, does feel relatively rigid. You can see there's some deflection there for sure. So if I kind of hold it out here, you can see if I'm really wrenching, I can get a little deflection. That's just part of plastic. But overall, like I don't feel like picking it up from one side like this, that it's just completely bending or like clicking the trackpad or anything. So that's another nice touch, and that helps make the keyboard feel a little bit more secure. And then the trackpad is smooth, works, multi-gestures are fine. I spoke too early though when I said earlier that it had no movement at all. You can barely kind of tell before it clicks. You can hear it. That's not clicking. That's clicking. So there is a little movement there. I don't like that. I just don't like seeing that. It's too easy of a problem to fix before it ships out. I really hope that that's not the case across the board. Not a deal breaker. It works fine. It's not like the trackpad's not working, but it almost sounds like I'm double clicking every time. It's one of those small annoyances that really aggravate me, and just want to make sure you all know that that's the case, and before you go out and consider buying one of these. So in general, I mean, the thing that I'm probably most intrigued about this device, other than the screen, but we saw the screen. The screen's awesome. They definitely went in and said, let's spend money on that. The other part of it's the Companion 540, and moving around the device while I was setting it up and stuff felt nice and smooth. But that's not putting it under a workload, and that's only a thing I can do with, a full review. And so obviously that's what's happening next. But for a device that's on sale right now, again for $379 right now, that's a lot of superlatives, a lot of nice things in the package. At $500, depending on how the Companion 540 shakes out, how it works, $500 is pushing it to the point where you got to now think of other devices that you might catch on sale for the same amount and get a little bit more horsepower into the hood, maybe some more features, pen input, convertible, that kind of stuff. So it's going to be an interesting review process with this. But I like what they've put together here. If it's one that just stays on sale and is in that $350 to $400 range all the time, I think it's a great laptop for students. It's a great laptop to have around the house. And I'm just really glad Lenovo decided to go in and kind of refresh this Slim 3 lineup. And I'm very excited to take it for the full review. But for now, that's it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Head down there, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to ring the notification icon as well if you'd like to be alerted when we make future videos just like this one. Until next time, we'll see you.